going in. For those of you watching on YouTube, the Game Awards is on right now! But so am I. Now, some of you might be interested in knowing who won what and which thing or the other, but really I just want to graduate from 8th grade. It would be my greatest achievement. Alright, so we ended last stream, and we got an insane coup. We got... we got our money frozen. We also got our gems frozen, and now we start the day with just a bunch of stuff. Now, I need to list off a couple of things that we're thinking. The trading post has a lightable dynamite stick. That's my current short-term goal. There are more chests to discover and unlock. The drafting studio is another top goal of mine. Open the drafting studio, add new rooms. So hopefully we can do something like get another class in 8th grade. Oh my god, I know what I'm doing. This is gonna... We're gonna go all in. We're gonna go all in. Alright. Don't think I'm not. Let me tell you, I get a tax write-off at the end of the stream for this. 80 is the maximum? Sure. While drafting, instead of picking a floor plan, you can pick a berry. If you do, draft floor plan at random for your draft pool, disregarding rarity. That's horrible. That's horrible. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's really, really, really bad. That is really, really bad. It's going to last for 7 days? Alright, fine. Alright, well, guess I'll try to donate more next time, and hopefully blessings will befall me. But yeah, we have the classroom trying to find the exam room. We have the Hall of Mirrors, or Room of Mirrors, remember what it's called. Drafting studio is a big one. Lighting the fuse in the trading post, which I recognize I just passed up. That is also a big one. I'm going to go for the center door first. This one, hallway is pretty good. Alright, so I'm going to go back. I never open up the center first. Perfect. Yeah, because this is the thing that I have not... I haven't even looked at these. I'm sure there's a lot of important things in here. We haven't been in this room in ages. You know what? I love little birds, so I'll add the dove coat. Towering loft serving the home of many of the feathered locals of Mount Holly. As a devout bird watcher and amateur ornithologist, Mary petitioned her uncle for years for this to be built on the estate. Now here is this tiny little safe. I see. And this I can rent out in the other room. Still so confused. But if we can get ourselves... I think we need a lot of drafting rooms is the big one. So on brand today, I know. I rarely do. I think the drafting room is secretly the thing that I should have been going for a really long time. Alright, plus 7 is 7. All right, 13 squared is 106. Oh, sorry, it's not squared. 13 reversed is 31. Minus 20 is 11. Divided by 11 is 1. All right, so this is plus 10 times 10 is 100. Minus 9 is 91. Flip it to get 19. Plus 3 minus 1 is 2. Flip seed is 2. 2 minus 20. Oh, this isn't. This is 20 minus 1. Whoops. 20. This is not 2. This is 20. 20 minus 1. Oftentimes 19. Swap it. It's 91. Subtract 20, 71. Swap it again is 17. 20 minus 1 is 2. Damn right it is. But then I run out. It's fine. This is a Draxus day. No. Diamondus, Apple, Clavis. This is the resource room. Yarrow, I don't think I'll be binging this game off stream. I want all of it to be here with us. Sure. Walk-in closet's a perfectly good item. Coupon book. Good. Oh, what's this? Greater chance of fighting items. Ooh, and then I can maybe get the coin purse and craft yet another one. Look at how nice that looks. It's such a nice t-shirt. I want to get some Blueprints gear, man. I need some Blueprints drip. Missed it the first time around. I'm looking around here because this is the puzzle that my wife solved. She was just looking around and then she opened up this safe. I don't know how she did it. Yeah, she was in the room and I was like, don't worry, I won't look. And she goes, okay. And then she just like opens the safe. I was like, how'd you do it? And she's like, well, what I did was... And I was like, don't tell me! Where'd she get? She played this for maybe 10, 15 hours. And then just put it down for a bit. And then re-engaged with it a few months later and was like, Parlor always. Which four of the random envelopes that we found? We found 2, 4, 7, and 8. This is a very good early resource run. So let's be a little more responsible. Okay, so I've mentioned I'm going to shotgun blast out a number of goals, right? We have getting the drawing room a lot more and drafting those things. We have the library where we have a ton of stuff to read because I bought out the whole damn bookstore. We have getting the Hall of Mirrors, Chamber of Mirrors, whatever it's called, solving it so we can escalate all the way up above. Because that could be where a key is. I literally went up there and like didn't... I don't even think I got the key up there, but like I have gone up. Gosh, there's so many things that I'm trying to do in this game right now. And I'm kind of just letting what presents itself to me be the thing that I focus on. Oh yeah, the fuses and so on. So there's a few things that I'm looking for. One is, where are things that can receive power and power things up? And the second, amazing news. The second is things that have candles that I could light up. So we lit some candles in the chapel and smashed a piggy that we didn't even need to smash. It was so funny. For me, not for the piggy. This is not an empty box. The gems are in the black box. The empty boxes are both true. Oh my god, I love this one. Sheriff, I love this one. Come here. Sheriff, come here. Come on. It's Dad. You're not going to believe it. Yep, get some smells. Gotcha. Oh, we're purring. She shows up purring. She's really happy and really sweet because inside of this little head is completely empty. There's not gems in there. There's actually not much in there at all. Hi. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and set you down. There you go. Here's your spot. So it says this is not an empty box. Let's assume this is true, right? So the gems are in here. It's not an empty box. The gems are in the black box, right? So, if this is true, then this has to be true, right? Gems are in the black box, boom. This is not an empty box, boom. This seems to be false. The empty boxes are both true. Okay, give me this. Give it back. Give me my cables. All right. Let's assume that this is false. This is an empty box, right? Change in a black box. This is false. The empty boxes are both true. Then we'd immediately have a contradiction. So this is the empty boxes are both true. I think this is the contradiction. Empty boxes are both true. If this statement is true, then at least one of these is true. And if one of these is true, then they're both true. Which again points back to this one. Love it. Absolutely love it. Good job, Sheriff. All right, everyone. We're taking a Sheriff the Cat break. East Wing Hall? Workshop? I do want to combine a rabbit's foot with a coin purse. That's what I want to do. East Wing Hall is just so solid, though. Let's connect it up. All right. Sheriff, you're doing a very good job. You're purring hard. You're very happy. I don't think there's any power that can go into this room. Let's open up this box, Sheriff. You know I'm doing the den. Or do I want to pick a wild berry? Just going to keep myself connected. Any power that can be gained from here? Is there a little crate there? No. Okay. All right. I need one rich, deep, involved question so I can pet my cat. All right. Because I can't just sit here and pet the cat. You'd be rebelling. Dark Wolf N1 says, "Who's a good kitty?" That's a great question. Oh yes. Oh. I think I know the answer. I think it's you. I love you. She is just so sweet. Oh my god. Oh, I love this question. Gabby Lantis says, what is the value of the gaming awards? I'll actually extend this to the to gaming awards and top 10 lists in general. I think the big value they provide is it is another way to re-engage with stuff that you like and stuff that you enjoy. And it's an opportunity to just put a spotlight on awesome stuff. Like, for instance, I love blueprints. So, I want to call up my friends who've played Blueprints to talk about Blueprints. It's a way to experience it a little more. Actually, let me use a game I have beaten. So take Dark Souls 1. When Dark Souls 1, when I finished it, I wanted to watch speedruns of it. I wanted to watch unusual runs of it. I played through it again myself. I talked to my friends about it. I'd watch lore videos. It's just another deepening of my engagement with the content. I think it's terrific. I love that. So like an award ceremony, it's like the game of the decade is Dark Souls, because I think the game of the decade in the noughts was Half-Life 2, and the game of the decade of the last decade I absolutely think is Dark Souls 1. I think those two are absolutely, bar none, the most influential games of their decade. And I do not think it is close even a little bit. But like with award ceremonies, I think it's just like that. I see things like Hades and Silk Song and Clair Obscur, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm re-engaging with that. I'm re-engaging that. And in the 90s? I think in the 90s, well, Super Mario 1 came out in the 80s, and that's certainly the game of the decade then. Game of the 90s... Doom. I think it objectively has to be Doom. Invented what is effectively the linchpin genre that is synonymous with gaming. Brought us into the third dimension. Show us the glory of first-personness. This is pretty strong pull, though. The reason why I would say it's not the game of the decade, even though Myst is, like, incredibly influential, Myst is interesting as a game. It's interesting because it helped contribute to the explosion of the CD-ROM. So it was one of the most influential pieces of content to promote a technology. But since Myst, that specific genre of game just never even remotely hit the highs of that one. And so, I mean, coming back to the question of what do I think the value of award ceremonies are, I think it's just wonderful to re-engage. I think it's wonderful to give recognition. Like, I remember in the year, I think it was Game Awards. I don't really watch a lot of award ceremonies, so it escapes me. But when Return of the Obra Dinn got Best Art Style, I was like, fuck yeah, that's some great recognition for that, you know? And so I think that the issue I have with some awards is whenever anyone, particularly the bestowers of the award, treat it like it's some truth. This game won Game of the Year, which means it did receive the one true award of Game of the Year. No, it didn't. Your fucking ceremony just gave him Game of the Year. Give me a break. You know, like irrespective of whatever the heck Game Awards announces, Blueprints is my Game of the Year, and it will forever be my Game of the Year 2025. Period. Like, that's it. What do you think of Clair Obscur? Didn't play it. How can you say that it's Game of the Year then? Because I played Blueprints, and it was my favorite thing I did that year, and I didn't play Clair Obscur, so it was not a contender. The end, right? Like, aren't you being biased? Yes. All words that come out of my mouth on my stream are, in fact, my bias. It's all I do here, man. I love you. Ow! That... Oh! Fuck. Okay. Okay, I'm slowly able to see again. My God. I mean, when a small cat puts all of her weight on one paw that is on my left testicle, it is the pain equivalent of a flashbang going off in Counter-Strike. It's just like, so it's all white, and I'm like, oh God. Okay. And onward we go. Items for sale would be good. All right. But I want to play Dirigiblocks. Dude, picking a berry, right? Why not? Hey, hallways are always unlocked. It's like a queen. Library, definitely want this. Okay. This is the one that I really want, Realm and Rune, because I want to get my runes. We don't want to do this. I don't think I really want any of these. Because I want to draft this on the 7th. Because a major 7th. Oh, yeah, let's pick a berry. Why not? Berry picking's fun. Okay, that's a bit awkward. I did not know you could pick them all up consecutively like this. Not very good. Dude, are you kidding me? It was very, very good. It was excellent. It's a sour berry. You're a sour berry. Gotcha, Big Will. Brah, brah. Okay, so passageway for me today. Yo, Ranchi, by the way, I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah? Will we see one another tomorrow? I didn't check if the vault needs power. Why no watch Game Awards? Because I want to play Blueprints. That's it. It's the entire. That's literally the entire statement. Huh. This is interesting. Two or more gems drafting. This is the one that's interesting to me. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Start experiment. It's for every 2 hallways, and hallways are always unlocked. We already have those. Okay, so I'm going to do something a little weird. I'm going to draft some rooms, but then I'm going to go back to the vault. I know, crazy. Because this needs power. Obviously, the passageway provides power, which is absolutely excellent. Storeroom is probably what we want, right? Get some resources, start going up this way. Dude, Zap Gaze says, how do you approach a game like Blueprints when it comes to not falling into autopilot gameplay loops that revolve around the familiar / things you know, which could inadvertently prevent you from discovering new things? I'd like to give a shout out to reinforcement learning, Zap Gaze, which is, so before everyone was obsessed with LLMs, they were obsessed with reinforcement learning. And the idea, like a core idea in reinforcement learning, let's see, is there any power that can be utilized here? No. Interesting. All right, well, I just wasted a shitload of steps. That seems good. Which is like, okay, if I am someone who's going to... Let me back up. In reinforcement learning, what you're doing is like, you're having your AI play against itself countless times, and as it plays against itself countless times, it learns to get better. But what does that actually look like? Well, what it does is, some of what it does is called exploitation, which is it does the move that it thinks is the best. Another set of what it does is called exploration, which is do something that you don't think is the best in order to expose yourself to new things. And I remember reading that around 2017, 2018, and it was such a simple articulation of like problem-solving approaches that I really like. And I sort of accidentally did this a couple of times when I was, you know, practicing for StarCraft tournaments and whatnot. Which is like deliberately giving myself permission to not do what my current build is, but to just kind of improvise and do stuff randomly. And so this is actually how I approach a huge percentage of stuff in my life, where I will allow myself to just... yeah, I want to use a special key. So it'll have 3 entrances, and it'll have a bunch of places for me to get this. So like in Blueprints, sometimes I say, here is the thing that I'm going to do. And I go for it. And I'm on absolute turbo autopilot. I'm just like trying to go for that one thing. And then other times I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to slow down and try to be a lot more cognizant of stuff. I feel like I've actually gone out the garage once with this. Doesn't this just look eminently breakable? And so, like, I try to be a conscientious player, but not all the time. I like to let myself do some exploration. Also, I'm 90% certain this is a bass clarinet. So we just deposited 7 fruit. And I missed a key card somewhere. Oh no. Speaking of autopilot and walking right by stuff. This will actually allow me to go back all the way through. That was incredibly easy. So we're making our way over to the conference room. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the reason I know it's a bass clarinet is because I looked up the instrumentation in this game's soundtrack. I'm not really an expert by any stretch of the imagination. God, I love salted fruit. Zabkid said, appreciate the thoughtful answer as always, my friend. It's fascinating watching you play and seeing when you lock in versus when you play loose. But enjoying the VODs as always. Ooh! Oh my god, Manny, you make me feel so cool. Well, I'm sitting alone in a basement. Yeah, I mean, this is as good a thing as any. Okay, so let's see. Feels so good that I got that one. This is an interesting one. Don't really need the vault. Chamber of Mirrors. Oh, it counts as a dead end. Just gives me money. This is just like stonks. I think I'm actually gonna do this. Let me check these real fast. I know what I'm doing. I'm absolutely doing this Cloister Arena because I really want to do this every single time I have it. That's a really good pickup. I think I do want to adjust. This is tricky. So what's my experiment for the day? Spend 2 or more gems drafting a room. I think I have to do this one. Dude, I'm absolutely salting these bananas. Must be north. All right. So this is where I really want to get the music room. Okay. Music room one time. Okay. We want to do this because then we get more keys. Alright, I made a mistake. It's fine. So sue me. Oh, I see. I miscalculated. It's okay. Yeah, major 7th is what I'm thinking. Major 7th for the 7th key, which is also why I am on this particular run trying to, Jesus, be a little bit more careful about conservatory one time. Well, I'm also trying to make sure that my antechamber stays open. Nothing at all, you say. Okay, Booze, good luck. It's been fun, frustrating watching you play Blueprints. Yeah. I'm sorry, / hell yeah. I will use a key. I literally am doing the pool. I'm not looking back at all. If there's a pump room, I can adjust that and get those later. I'm going all the way down, lifting, moving on. So, this is a way to summon this down if you have the access to go all the way around. There's also an entrance in the tomb that I still have yet to break through. On a future run, I want to go through and look at all these various bits of information that are at these locations. Look again. Blueburst has got to run except for the VOD tomorrow. God, I wish I could. Redacted, but gotta suffer with your suffering, whether you know about it or not. Oh, that's okay, Moz. You're doing great, Dweaver. You rhyming his thoughts on purpose? Was I rhyming my thoughts? Yo, I'm sick. Am I the next Ari at home? For those of you that don't know, Ari at Home is my favorite new streamer that I've been watching. Like, every once in a while, you know, there's like for instance, Veritasium is a YouTube channel that I've watched on and off for a long time. Three blue, one brown, always solid. Always happy to see one of their videos. It's part of like my rotation. And then like Ari at Home he is a musician / beat maker / rapper who, what he does is he improvises live beats and then raps on them, or raps with guests and stuff like this. But what's awesome is that Ari at Home has... Up we go. Ari at Home has this rig that he's built that has like a keyboard, a monitor, some switchers to be able to type different numbers in, so his keyboard can change from like pianos to drums to trumpet, whatever instrument. Then has like various, it has like a sequencer to mix the tracks and just make the beat live. And then he wears it as a backpack and walks around New York and just makes beats. And if people come up, he's like, hey, you getting on the mic? And he just hands them the mic and just raps with strangers. And it's the most spectacular, high skill, but wholesome thing ever. Like Ari at Home. The basement key. He is so sweet and thoughtful and wholesome. See, the 7th is major if you draft it quite late. That's the one. The 6th in a station left by one of your own. I think this is in one of the reds. This is what I'm thinking. 5th key is held by King on his throne. I'm not sure. Already got this one. 3rd up high among all the clocks. That's what I think. Thinky. That's where we are using the Chamber of Mirrors. So let's see. So we're going to work our way down and around like this. I love Ari at Home. I super stand for Ari at Home. I'm like a sub-gifter at Ari at Home. Oh, he's like so good. All right, music room. Music room? Okay. Pantry or the boiler room? Almost certainly the boiler room. And boiler room reminds us to do something that I've been a little irresponsible about. Does this get power? No. And we're going to save because we have 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to potentially use a lot of steps here. Music room. Do this. Gain a gem. Oh, Jesus. All right. Dark room, and I'm not going into it. Not going to use our Knight's Shield yet. That didn't really matter because the Knight's Shield, it just prevents. Could be potentially helpful. We crowned a furnace and got a dark room. I'm legitimately scared to pick a berry and, like, blow my chance of getting the music room. So, we could do this. Alright, that's quite nice. Still hunting for a music room. So, I mean, this could be good, but I want to redraw to try to get a music room. Okay, I want to redraw to try to get a music room. Okay. Wildberry for the music room one time. Oh, this is a good place to go. The master bedroom. This is the thing that I cannot remember what it says. So, what can be our goal now? I already had the furnace. I mean, I can just trophy room it. What are we even trying to do here? I have? I mean, I guess we could. The dots above are the rarities of the room. Stonks. So now the last little thing that I'm going to do is try to get the conservatory up here. Now, I could be wrong. It could be that... Alright, a deposit box key. Nice. That's some good progress. I don't really know what I could be wanting for in here, but, you know, who cares? Pumpkin would have been another acceptable one. This is weird. I feel very different from how I felt a few days ago. I don't know if it's just that I'm more rested. Didn't get the compass, which stinks. Not the compass, the magnifying glass, which stinks a little bit. So let's see here. Oops. Pathfind through the mansion, but not through the boiler room. You know what? I have myself a salad. You know, treat myself. Easy pathfinding. Easy pathfinding. Maps cannot hide from me. Are you kidding me? Is this some kind of joke? $370. What's this? Is that so? Where the hell did I get the other key then? Uncle, thank you again for all your help. I know I could never hope to repay you, but it pains me to know that I won't even have the chance to try. At any rate, I'm leaving these extra funds behind, as well as the extra passports. It would be too risky if we were searched at the border, and the money would raise too many suspicions. So I'm now totally fucking confused. So the first is in the latest rank. The second is locked up tight in a vault of a bank. That's this one. The third is high above the clocks, or among the clocks. The fourth is below underneath the docks. So I got that one. The fifth is held by a king on the throne. The sixth was at a station left by one of your own. The seventh is major if drafted quite late. The eighth is behind door number 8. So I thought that I had already gotten a sanctum key here. That's pretty funny, because now I don't know where one of my sanctum keys is from. Huh. So I know I got one in the docks. I know I got one in the vault. I know I got one in the final rank. I mean, I solved the Chamber of Mirrors and went up. I don't remember if there was a Sanctum Key up there. Whoops. You just binge your own VODs? Yeah, that I might. I legitimately might. So, don't answer this question, but has one of you been tracking which Sanctum Keys I've gotten? Oops. Pretty sure all of us. Yeah, it's pretty... Oh, wait, I'm not going this way. Yeah, don't answer. One, 2, and 4 I've gotten. I think it has to be the Chamber of Mirrors. Day rope keys for sure. Thank you. That is freaking hilarious. I think I'm going to assume it's up in the Chamber of Mirrors. I'm an autopilot. Perfect. My memory betrayed me. So we have 4 keys. Damn it. Why not go in the room? Because I know it's in the room, and I know what I need to parse the room. So what's in each room is a mechanism. And to operate the mechanism, I need to know times and transportation and weather. $50-50. Dude, 50 allowance each day is insane. A clean 50. What has Day9 done with the classrooms thus far? I missed some streams. Nothing. I've just opened all 8 and haven't gotten a 9th. Just haven't. What happens if I just do this? What? What? Is there a passage on the other side, perhaps? They thought of everything here. Good, it's not Draxus. Yeah, I'm like, no, good game. I just call it a day. I'm out. I mean, that's interesting, but I think that that's strictly worse than any other things that I would have wanted to do. I will open this up and place it in my purse. Right from the get-go. I'm bold. Oh, Rotunda. Alright. Very cool. It's basically a 4-way passage that takes a century. Feels good. Though there is something that I want to do with the Rotunda. I want to look at what's on the other side of this and the other side of this. So I would like some other entrances that are nearby. The empty boxes both have false statements. The blue box is false. The white box is empty. Ah. I feel like this one has to be true, but anyways. The white box is empty. Assume this is true, right? This is true. White box is empty. The blue box is false. Hey! The white box is empty. This is a false statement. That's what this one says. If this is, again, we're assuming, if this is true, this has to be false. Empty boxes both have false statements. Oh my god. My brain just immediately blipped. Super hard. Okay. I'm thinking again. Starting from the top. Let's assume this statement is true. The white box is empty. This is a true statement. So we know that this box is empty. This is the blue box is false. That can't be true, so this would be a false statement. So if this is true, then this is false. So this could be true or false. The empty boxes both have false. The empty boxes both have false statements on them. This would be false. Right? Because wait, if this is true, then this is false. It says the white box is empty. The empty boxes both have false statements. So now I'm going to say, what if this is true? Empty boxes both have false statements. Then that would be a contradiction because this is true, this is false, and this is true. And we already know that oh my god. I don't know why my brain is struggling, because normally this is my favorite thing ever. But I'm going to be nice to myself. I am extremely tired this week. I was talking about this yesterday. It's still the case today. And when I'm in that mode, I don't push it. I just kick it back a little bit. I make myself keep doing things, but I do them at a snail's pace. This is true. This is false. This is true. White box is empty. It is empty. The empty boxes both have false statements on this. So for this to be true, we're already in a contradiction. Because there's only one false statement. So if this is false, then it means that at least one empty box has a true statement. At least one empty box has a true statement. Huh. Empty boxes both have false statements. So the negation of this is at least one empty box has a true statement. least one empty box has a true statement. What would I do with that? At least one. Empty boxes both have false statements. At least one empty box has a true statement. At least one empty box has a true statement. Where's the contradiction here? I need to close my eyes for this. So the white box is empty. The box is false. So let's assume this is true and this is false. Now we're looking at this. It can't be true, because that would be a contradiction. So it must be false in this path. That's the contradiction. So here we go. By the way, part of the reason why I go down these logical paths is just because it's very satisfying to me. So let's assume this is true. White box is empty, right? Assume this is a true statement. What I'm going to do now is we're going to go down a path and see if we hit a contradiction. Because if the first assumption, this is true, is the only thing we assumed, and then we made fully logical steps, and we get a contradiction in the end, no matter what we do, that means that the original statement was false. And then they would be in the white box, right? So the white box is empty. Assume that this is true. So the blue box is false. This contradicts our assumption. We assumed that this was true, so that contradicts this assumption. So therefore we know that this statement in this line of reasoning is false. So we have a true box, we have a false box. Now this says the empty boxes both have false statements. This could be a true box, could be a false box, because the rules of the game say that there needs to be one true, one false, and the third can be whatever. So this is the third, so it can be whatever. So it says the empty boxes both have false statements. Assume that this is true. We now have an assumption underneath our other assumption. Assume that this is true. Well, wait a minute. The empty boxes both have false statements. We know that there are two empty boxes and one with gems. And in this line of assumption, we then have two true statements. So that we don't even need to know which boxes are false to immediately have a contradiction. Because if both boxes have false statements and we only have one false box, what do you mean both? So that'd be a contradiction. So therefore, in this line of reasoning, let's assume this statement is false now and see what happens. Falsifying this statement leads to the following. The empty boxes both have false statements. That's false, and that becomes at least one empty box has a true statement. At least one empty box has a true statement. At least one empty box has a true statement. At least one empty box has a true statement. Now keep in mind, we already know in this line of reasoning this is false. We already know in this line of reasoning that this is false. So if at least one empty box has a true statement, then this would be a true thing. So that would be empty. This would be empty. So it would be in here. at least one empty box has a true statement. So that has a true statement. So this is empty. This statement itself says this is empty. So then it would be in here. So that's one line. So right now, this line of reasoning points to this. Let me think through that one more time. Nice. Okay. So now let's assume that this is a false statement. Let's go down this line of reasoning. The white box is empty. Assume that that's false. It would be in here. The blue box is false. That's a true statement, right? The white box is empty. It's false. It's got shit in it. Blue box is false. That's a true statement, right? So it's a false and a true. And then we again do this. We say the empty boxes both have false statements. Now, if you assume this statement is false... here's the contradiction. The empty boxes both have false statements. Assume that this is true. Instant contradiction, yet again. Because we know that if the white box is empty as a false statement, then they're in here. And if they're not in here, yeah, it's in this one. Feels so good. I actually would like a passageway here because I want to see to the other side of the rotunda. We hit a... I'm sorry, I just got excited and just blasted. What happened there is that we hit a contradiction. If both... In other words, if the blue and black box were both empty, then they both would be false, which contradicts the fact that the statement we just said is true. And it's contradiction the other way, too. Yeah. I mean, obviously I was right, but again, my brain just likes mathematicaling. So here's what we're going to do. Conference room, eh? Now I really want to do this library, and I will do it. Oh my god, it's this one! Yes! Oh my god. Transportation, road, and carriage. Oh. Oh my god, yes. Yeah, no, I already know how this is. Sigil, moats, the rays, or as I call them, the tines. This is it, the core. So this is the flag. This is what kind of society it is. The type of tine is the transportation. No, the type of tine is the weather. The placement of the tines is the transportation. And the moats represent the kind of society. Yep, I already knew these. Damn, I wish there was something else there. Alright. Orange flag, purple flag, orange flag. Alright, spouting forth from the core will come several dividing lines, splitting the sigil into pieces. From one sigil to another, the rays will often differ in number, style, and form. Studying the differences in these lines will immediately reveal several things about the realm. Counting the number of dividing lines in a sigil reveals to us what method of transportation was prevalent in the realm. Whether they were a seaside kingdom that relied on ships, or a desert domain that might have employed camels to cross the sandy expanse of their lands. Naval capabilities, ship routes, seaports. The 8 rays in these sigils resemble the directions of a compass. Nice. Roads, streets, carriages. The 4 rays here look like crossroads on a map. I love that it's just telling me how to think about it. Horseback, rough trails. Another sigil uses 4 rays. However, these will always be configured to suggest a horse galloping. Easy. Train system. Locomotion. 3 rays here are used in sigils for realms that rely on track-based travel. Yeah, because, I mean, like, the sort of vanishing point makes me think of a train coming to me. Aviation, of course, pointing to the sky. Dirigibles, balloons, 5 rays here suggest travel above the horizon. Camels! Because if you literally add a face and legs, this is how a child draws a camel. Got it. Turtle back, because turtles fundamentally look like this. These are not hard to remember. This is great. Oh my god, I'm so glad that this is the way that it is. Weather. And the style of the ray using the sigil will show us the weather the kingdom considered native. Some are intuitive, like the jagged lightning-shaped lines to indicate stormy lands. Oops. Let's see, so this is normal weather. Foggy or misty weather is indicated when the ray has several horizontal slashes on one side. So fog, like, that is the time that was in militaristics. Yeah, so they used road-based travel, militaristic foggy weather. Got it. Which I think is literally what it said on the last page. Wavy lines used to indicate extreme heat. Superb. Great. Yep. Heat. Rainy. A rainy realm is indicated with rays of 3 vertical lines pouring down. Yep. More extreme stormy weather. We use Harry Potter's forehead here. A ray dotted with falling circles is used for snow. And then wind is a... I mean, this is so easy. I should have just assumed that this is what these tines meant. Okay, so we have 8 ways is naval, crossroads is road, horseback is a horse-shaped thing. Then a train coming at you, train for triangle. Then up here is aviation, which points up to the sky looking like a sun. Camel is a lion, turtle's a fucking turtle. Okay. Now this next page is the moats, and I can tell you, it goes... So this is tribal. This is a little seed-looking thing for agricultural. And then we have the W for militaristic. Let's see. We have the city skyline for metropolitan. And here's the one that I forgot last time, which is academic. And then this is industrial. And then pizza is spiritual. And then a flower is poetic. Dude, I got this nailed. I got this in my brain. Tribal, agricultural, little seed. Martial, little W, metropolitan, city, skyline. Yep. Academic, industrial, spiritual, poetic. Pizza's easy. This is pizza. Oh, yeah. I can tell you the colors, too. I got them all. So, open dots is white. Closed dots is black. Squiggly line is red. Actually, so it goes... It's either white or black here and white or black here. Then red is here with the wiggly lines. Then green is here. And then... I believe it's violet and pink. Here and here. And then here and here is orange and yellow. Orange and yellow are like... Is orange small triangles and yellow big triangles. And violet is dot dash, dot dash, dot dash. And pink is like sawtooth. Yeah, pink is sawtooth. Dot dash, dot dash, dot dash. Yeah, yellow's big triangles, orange is little triangles, green. Holy shit. Yeah, I couldn't remember which one was here, black or white. Bam! Nailed it. Got it in one, kind of. I've seen this like a million times. But we say got it in one because it makes us look sweet. Oh my god. So now I can actually go down and nail it. Oh, I got these positions wrong. Red was here. I thought green was here. Red is here. Green is here. Then violet and pink are there. And yellow and orange are diagonal. And then so it's normal, slashes are foggy, and then heat is wiggly. What's underneath heat? Come on, brain. Pouring rain, streaking down, lightning. Snow is ... and then wind is just someone was like, oh shit, we forgot wind, and went, ooh. Yeah, all right, we got it. Oh my god, I'm so happy we got this. So now we need to learn about all the different realms. I really need a third entrance to this. That's what will make my life good. I'm picking a berry. I don't care. Well, that feels like dog shit. All right. Well, you know, I guess I'll go this way. Hold your tongue out, say apple, and I'm now describing the experience of those berries. All right, conference room it is. Take a look. It's in a nook. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wait, why did I get those special flowers today? Oh, because of that one. Yeah. Yeah. Also, yeah, but yeah. More so, yeah, here. Yeah, oh yeah, 4-jump courtyard, it is so sick. Ideal. Like, unbelievably ideal. This is good enough for now. So, I still wish to... I'm going to utilize my extra steps through the bedroom to go back this way and go through the passageway. Hallway doors are now always unlocked. What I really want to do is get another angle on the rotunda. I keep wanting to call it a rotundra, which is a very chunky type of terrain. Commissary it is. All right. I foresee backtracking in my future. All right. Okay. So I can do this. This is fine. Because what I'm going to do now is... So here's the corner. There's the one to the left and to the right. So I'm going to rotate it once. So this is done rotating. I will have one entrance that I can see and one that I can't. So now I'm going to check this one that is to the right of the midpoint. Physics says, you ever getting back into MTG Arena? It was fun watching you play. I may. Okay, so there's nothing on this side. So I'm going to rotate it twice and look at it from the other side. So now I should be locked in. So now I should be able to see this from the passage side. There's nothing there. Okay. I was really curious about that. Alright, now I have my answer. Big J says, for your information, your YouTube episode 18 has a sanctum key you've forgotten. 1 hour, 37 minutes in. Thank you. Thank you for that. And I don't know yet if I will, in fact, do that, but, you know. Oh my god, I'm gonna go to fucking school! Oh my god! Oh, I'm gonna graduate 8th grade and be the most educated streamer on Twitch. I can't wait. Oh my god. Whoo! Oh, that is crazy. I can't believe it. We got the classroom. Oh, the clock tower. I wonder what happens if you get the chrono thing in the clock tower. Add this to your... Oh my god. Ah, delicieuse. All right. Yes! Oh my god. Jack Coy's amazed it didn't get spoiled. Yeah, no, actually, in retrospect, that's hilarious. God, I love it. And these are all unlocked. I feel amazing. I feel so good. Okay. This, I think, is pretty good, because we're literally about to draft. And these should have some extra gems in there. Oh my god, yes. Dude, the drafting studio. What? Come on. What? Really? Alright. Let's do billiards. I feel so good. I feel so good. +9 is oftentimes 9. 10 flipped is 1. 1 times 20 is 20. Alright, this is... Oh my god. Okay. Alright. +8 +7. This is on the same face. This is 15 flipped. This is 51. +10 is 61. Flipped again is 16. Alright, so this is +20. Then we're going to subtract 1 to get 19. Flip is 91. Minus 20 for 71. Flip again is 17. I don't know where these 8 safes are. Actually, let's... I mean, I'm obviously going to do this. Sucks a little bit, but that's okay. We are okay to just lose all of our money this run. Dude, I forgot that I need to be looking for those. Oh my god, like, I'm currently... I have too much stuff to do. This is the greatest game ever. Security is terrific. Sheer luck. Dude, check this out. 5 gems. All of them in the conference room. I want to go to that sanctum today. Dovecote. Still looking for the opportunity to do that. Ooh, I could have rotated it and gone south. Oh. Okay, hold on, hold on. I have been paying such close attention to the game that I didn't realize that I need to go to the bathroom extremely badly. Alright. Everyone stay here. I'll be right back. Never have I been so annoyed to have a body. Never. Not once. Okay. Boy, could I use a shovel right now. Secret Garden is the one that I always use. I have not used the east side almost at all. So there's now fruit like crazy over on this other side. Okay, I'm gonna do this one. I am like, literally, I'm like shaking with excitement. Oh, salt. Nice, nice! That's exactly what we need, dude. Yes! Your rightward facing door. Okay. Okay. Okay, excellent. Okay. Okay. Dude. Dude. Okay. I'm so excited. These running shoes are doing work. Awesome Brent says, not too long ago, going into the basement was a success in itself. How far we've come. Dude. Why is the basement stuff always unlocked? Combat Muffin, do you want a spoiler answer? I can give you the answer, but I don't know if you want to play the game yourself. Yes, Fenaries. Fenaries. It's this color, the red, all along the outside. Now, how does this one work? So is it the innermost one goes, then the outermost ones? Okay, I'm trying to figure out which modifies which thing. So this is the big one. This is going to be changing the arrangement of these things. So we need this to be a crossroads. There it is. This is a militaristic society. It's agricultural. There it is. And now, we go to red. What? Oh, the tines are wrong. Fuck. What changes the tines, dude? Oh, I didn't even see that this was a lever. Oh my god. Yeah, I just messed up the tines, so then I can do like this. Foggy weather is correct. So then I do this one. Sorry, this messes with my head a little bit, that like one changes the others. For some reason my brain already parsed the tines as being correct. They obviously were not. Poetic, back to tribal, and then next is going to be agricultural, and now it's militaristic. So that's green, violet, white, black, yellow, pink, red. Oh my god. Orjai. All black tiles in the box turn red. Triumphant victory. Ah, all the white tiles in the box turn black. The outclassed and struggling reinforcements of the dwindling Desolat's army. Cute. Can I change these? Okay, I'm just... Okay, I see. So if I press this, that means I've successfully gotten this color. So now I need to find the rules. So, okay, so let's reset this. So it looks like green hops. So green will hop now. So how did I get this color to switch? Oops. let's see here. All right. The end of the war, the Fifth Era, 22 years. The Grand Realm of Fenris was established. Large eye boxes of the Roman graves with red tiles to honor General Tuscan's victory. Boxes are pressed, all black tiles on the box turn red in triumphant victory. Struggle reinforcements between the Desolate's army. So how does orange function? So it looks like these loop around. What about these? So I think this color doesn't do anything at all. So these don't move now, but if I start rotating things like this just rotates things along, huh? If I press this... Oops. Okay, so I'm starting to understand the rules. So clicking on black cycles it through. When you click on this... So if I swap this, like, over to here, and then click this, and click on this one... It's these ones that I'm not quite certain about. These... So how do we... So these ones are ones that I don't understand yet. So I think the yellow that represents Costa Rica, if there are two adjoining red things... So, for instance, if I click this, this should turn red, this should turn black. Now, if I click this, this should turn red now. So then if I swap like this and go rotate, rotate, and then click this, this should become red as well. I see. So now I need this into the corners. So the way to do that is to rotate this one over. We're going to swap this. Oh, it goes diagonally. Shit. So I can do this to move the black up here. And then I can click on the black to rotate it a little bit. Then clicking this will swap these. So now what I need is Okay, so I think I'm understanding the rules now, which is that orange can become red if there's two adjoining reds, which I assume represents Costa Rica agreeing to join. I don't know who's green in the story. And I need these all in the corners. Alright, so I'm going to reset this. I need to try to figure out how these things work. So what if I do... like... I swap this over here and then click? Does it become whatever its allies are? So this becomes... Okay, so I assume that means it's not touching. Okay, wait. So if I go like... So I basically need these to become green. Because these ones can change. All right. Oh, someone's saying do sprays. All right, cool. I'll do that. No spoilers, by the way. Fortunately, I haven't looked over a chat in a minute, so. It's the rules of these oranges that I'm not quite certain of. So if I do like... I don't quite understand the rules of these guys. Because this, if it's touching anything. And I want to see another thing. If I click this, it doesn't do anything if I... Now this is something I didn't realize. Oh, it just bails out? Okay, I wonder what gray means. Like, from a lore-wise perspective. Oh, by the way, when I see this color, I say yellow a lot. It's orange. So click this, it just goes gray, huh? The question I'm curious about is how do I get anything to be messed with in this row? Excellent. Okay. Okay. There's another thing that I actually want to see. I want to click this and just see what happens to these other ones. Oh, I see. Because I need exactly 4 to spread, but how do I get it to do that? How do these guys change color? Can they? This puzzle's fucking hard. I feel like there's maybe a rule that I'm not missing. Or, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, huh? So I can't click this without changing this thing's color, huh? So, how do I do this shit? So here's my 4 things, but I don't exactly know how to move this. Because I don't think this thing can move. Right? Because here's what I am... Here's what I am seeing right now. So, if I say to myself, what can become red? These 4 can become red. Actually, let me reset this really fast. Let me rotate it like this, and then let me go... Bada, 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 bada. I can get 5 of them to be... I mean... Let me explain what's going on in my head. So I clearly need to get 4 red things here, right? That's 1, and then I need like 2, and then in theory a 3 and a 4. But I want to observe a few things, which is that suppose that I just do this, and then I'm going to rotate this a little bit. So suppose that I, doink, I'm going to do like this. As soon as this is red, if I click this, green will swap sides, and I lose out on that. So I think it's very clear that what I need to do is get red, 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 red. That's my current goal statement. Yeah, it's pretty clear. And it makes sense that a Fenarian puzzle box would be all about the reds overcoming and destroying everyone. But then the question is, what can become red? So if I just click this, obviously my black can become red, representing Arinda Ares falling to Fenares. This white becomes black, and then falls again. Now these orange ones become whatever is the most... Like, if they border on 2 colors, they switch to that color. So, we're going to do some experimentation to test some stuff. This is the arrangement that I'd gotten before, and when I... keep forgetting that this can work. I assume that these mean null tiles in some way. But, like, if I do, for instance, this, here's the problem that I see. This can become red, this can become red, this can become red. But I can't figure out a way to get the greens to become red. Or I can't figure out a way to get anything else to become red. So if this is 1, 2, 3, 4 is red, how can I ever hope to get this one off this aisle? I don't think I can. Ay, 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 ay. Still chillin', Sam, since I saw your name up live on the follow channel. Just thought, man, Monday, the next Fun Day Monday should drop. Down memory lane some days. Love you, man. Dude. Still chillin', Sam. Good to see you. Alive, well, and of course, chillin'. I'm wondering if there is a rule that I am missing. So let's go ahead and explore for some new rules. So as a new rule, Let's swap this over here and get 4 greens in here, shall we? Now what happens if I start to do this? And this is the thing that I find the most tricky about this box. I don't actually understand how I could get that one. Like, I don't know how to move these or this. So I'm actually going to back up and go over to here. I'm actually writing this last postcard sitting at my desk at home. I suppose I should put forth the extra effort, drop it in the mail for consistency, but I'm tempted to save the postmaster a trip as it will just wind up here once again to join the other 7, which I'm pleased to report were all waiting for me on my desk, safe as can be. Flipping through them has reminded me of the many friends I made and lessons learned along the way, and as I look back, one truth shines brighter than the others. Air travel is much better than sea travel. Herbert. P.S. Remind Anne to replace the books I lost. Mount Holly Estate, Reddington, Fen Aries. I do not see how to move this damn thing. I don't actually... I'm kind of messing around right now, and I'm not seeing solutions here. So this white one is the one that I think I need to learn a little bit more about. So if I rotate this, and I do a little swap like this, this can move freely again. I wonder if I need to get... like this and swap, and what happens if I press now? Ah, okay, that was the rule that I was missing. It's not that it moves, it's that it spreads. Okay. So if I do this, it toggles. Nice. And that means, according to the rules of this, they should ally with white. So now I can go like... Okay, so how does that help us? Well, that's bad. Okay, I'm learning some more rules here. Still not quite enough. So if I like, do this, do that, do this, do this, do that. So if I press this, this should just shut off, right? Okay. Yeah, I know that's not good. Oh, of course. Then I can begin swapping things like this. That's the last step. I forgot that these turn black. Amazing. What an amazing game. Oh my god, and then I can rotate a potato these fuckers. Alright, let's reset. Oh my god, I love understanding. Bada, bada, oops. Bada, bada, bada. I wanna try something. I want to go here, go here. Do I? I want to do something like this. It feels like I will want to scoot things around like this. What happens if I get this guy in the middle? Fucking nothing good, huh? The problem is I'm trying to get this thing to go down. That won't work. Okay, so. And I feel like this starting arrangement is a bit of a hint. So I think, let me see if I can think through this. So if we do something like this, and then swap white. Okay. So what I need to do is I need to hit such that this becomes white. This. Now we actually have all the elements here that we need. Alright, once I got to the end, then I finally understood all the rules. Man, that was actually, even though in retrospect that was not that hard, I really enjoyed solving that. That was really satisfying. A lot of work for 2 allowance, ain't that the truth? Alright, so let's just get a little bit more education. I don't know what kind of society Arch Ares is. I know Arch Ares has the yellow flag. I know that it's stormy. I would assume that they use airships to move across the Great Mountains. But I don't know what kind of society they are. That's okay, we have some more history books to read. Arch Ares is going to be one. Ah, yes, Eraja. Purple to the south. Oh my god, what am I even doing on this run now? Let me just re-review. Normal, foggy, hot, rainy, stormy, snowy, windy. Okay. I don't know anything about Adaja. Not even one bit. There was another goal that I explicitly stated in this. Ah, yes, need to go back to the Dovecote. The other answers I brute forced a lot of these. This game rules. This game rules. Shout out to people with meticulous notes, brute forcing, because Day9 just memorizing all knowledge. Hell yeah. What up, Jeremy Raymer? Good to see you, Jeremy. How are you? So we're gonna go south. Dear Mother, if you're reading this, that means Junie made it home safely. I imagine he's going to be quite tired after such a long flight, so make sure he gets some treats and rest. School's going well, though I do miss you terribly. Fortunately, even though the dean gave me permission to keep my birds here on campus, I'm afraid it's getting a bit too cold for them as the semester marches on, so I've made the decision to send them all home before the winter. Months arrive. All that to say, expect some letters soon. 74. Yeah. Dearest Mother, should be the 5th letter you've received from me this month. Though I know statistically it is very unlikely that every single member of my flock has found their way home. And please, please don't tell me if they didn't arrive. It's going to be hard enough now that I'm truly on my own. In other news, my classes have been engaging. I'm slowly making friends. Please ignore the dramatic despair of my previous letter. Things are indeed looking brighter, but I still maintain that 3 years is too long a time to be away from home. Herbert, thank you so much for your gift to the wedding doves, whom I, of course, recognize immediately. And yes, I got the hint. So here's your letter. I know it's long, long overdue. The Mayhew The Ma Hue life suits me, I think. Ma meaning small, Hue meaning house. Small house life suits me, I think. Not that I didn't love Mount Holly, of course, but for years of being confined in a tiny dormitory, small place Daniel and I have picked out at Reddington feels more like a stately manor. Once we've finished unpacking and setting everything up, I'll insist on you making an exception for your reclusive lifestyle to come, share a meal, and admire a somewhat less impressive but much more personal view of the town. Turning east and should arrive on Tuesday. Coast is not clear. Lower the SD to warn us. Lower the San Diego to warn us. Is that the birds? It's freaking me out. So, how much fruit do I have now there? Seven fruit, 7 gems, pretty good, man. Okay. Showroom it is. So we don't want to go through these quite yet. Green room would be nice. Trophy room might actually be the stone cold nuts here. Yeah, Jesus. How hilarious. Oh my god, I'm so annoyed. Okay. Alright, this is the game. We're going to do the pool. Now we're going to go on a long journey. I was hoping to get to this drawing room, but alas. Now, what are we doing remaining on this run? There's a number of things that we still have going on. Not wanting for that, but we do want to go through the passageway all the way to the front, all the way up, and then into the conference room. Vomit, 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 vomit. But the good news is that the vestibule is always unlocked. Get a compass. We can maybe crack that safe. Dude, I am like humming along. Dude, these running shoes are just coming in so clutch. Up 2 and then to the right and pow. So I think we'll go north up through the drawing room. If we get the pump room, we can also lower the trunks and start getting some goodies there. I mean, we have the sledge. Den is fine. Don't really need a power source right now. Did you add in the drafting studio today? Why, a classroom, Airbrand! A classroom! Oh, felt so good. Locker room, huh? Alright. Spread those keys all over this house. Anyways. Now, there is a completely... Oh my god, dude. If you can just keep track of this stuff in your head, like, there's so much stuff to be done. You know, I need to start keeping track, actually, of where these are, because this note is why I hesitated. remember, this is always that note. And then I think that there's another one right here at the front, I think, I want to say. Do I have 2 key cards? Am I crazy? Wish I had more keys. Hey. Seventh is major, if drafted quite late. Shit. How stupid and annoying. Yeah, whatever. Passing through the commissary again. Yeah, I'm gonna buy out all the keys, baby. Kirk Darren. That's the name was. Captain Kirk. An excellent purchase. Hey, treasure map! Can one of these places contain a damn shovel for once? This is like one of the only runs where I, like, don't have a shovel. Alright. The 7th is major if drafted quite late. Has to be the music room, right? Has to be. Be insane otherwise. Be insane. Alright, that doesn't help much. Six Oro. Okay, I think I did them all. Yeah, the music when leaving the garage is good. Yeah, it's like my favorite track in the entire game. So, we're gonna work our way back up. Alright. So we turn right. And then we go down 2. We go right. Here, and to the right and up even more. Just gems, great. And all the way up. Here's our Lux room. Alright, and the quest continues. Which key do we have? Oh, same as this, huh? Do you have a sledgehammer? I sure do. Okay. All right. Now that was a good day. Wish I'd had that one. Alright, well. Productive day. Dude. Okay. I'm going to try to squeeze in a quick one. Squeezing in a quick one. Okay. Day 67. Could have plucked a berry, maybe. I think I used them all. This day is so 6-7. I love that that's a meme. More than anything. More than life itself. I love that that's a meme. Can you imagine, like, aliens coming? I'm gonna bury it, man. There's no school. Well, berry goblin. Well, this is fucking weird. Give me a special key. Alright. That's good. Good for now. Can't believe we get to go to school next week, huh? God, that was a productive day. I don't mind if I do. A new clue. Ooh, it's gonna be fun. It's waiting for me, baby. I will gallery. Perfecto. You know I want that shovel. Oh, you know I want that shovel. You know I want that Aw. Alright, sledgehammer. I didn't get a shovel. Aw. You know what? I have confidence that I will get the shovel. That's why I'm going to choose this. Pet the dog. Just gonna Biliard. Five. What did we learn in school? So there's the lines that mean round to the tens place. I guess I'll do 10. I assume it's not 3. It is, because it's divided into thirds. I'm going to hit 2 because I want it to back up again, because I wasn't looking closely enough. So this is 3, right? This is 3. So then this is plus a third of 15, which is 5, plus another third of 15, which is 5, so that's 10. Alright, so this is 10. 10 and a third, huh? Or wait, no, I'm doing the math wrong. This is, oh my god, 1/3 plus what? That's 7 and 6 2/3. 6 2/3 plus a third is 7. All right. Can't keep me off the mathin'. Every time we can, baby. Farmer's Apple, Twin, Southern Cross, Diamondus, Diamondus. Going a little bit faster. Well, can't not pick this one, as it is my favorite. The white box is true and does not contain gems. A box that displays the word gems is empty. A box that displays the word true is false. This is fucking sick. Okay, so a box that displays the word true is false. So obviously this is a box that displays the word true. So we know this is true. So, or assume that this is true. Box that would display the word true is false. This is true. This is a false statement. The white box is true. It does not change. This is a false statement. Box that displays the word gems is empty. Display the word gems? It does display the word gems. A box that displays the word gems is empty. There are two boxes that display gems. Ah, this is interesting. Okay, a box that displays the word gems is empty. This statement is always true. This is always true. Herd says, isn't blue contradicting itself? No, this says a box that displays the word true, not any box that displays the word true, or all boxes that displays the word true. It's just there exists one box that displays the word true that is false. But like, let's think about this statement in a vacuum. A box that displays the word gems is empty. This displays the word gems, and this displays the word gems. So by definition, this has to be true. A box that displays the word gems is empty. It has to be true. This is always a true statement, so we know that this is true. So here when it says the white box is true, we already know that that's true. But the real statement is the white box does not contain gems. We can actually simplify this. So, suppose we say, look over here for a second, a box that displays the word true is false. So again, there's an issue here where if this is a false statement, it's self-contradictory, right? If this is a false statement, it's self-contradictory. A box, like imagine a box that displays the word true is false. Nope. All boxes that display the word true are true. This displays true and we should assume that it was false. This statement has to be true. The statement must be true. Therefore, this statement is false. The white box is true. It's true and does not contain gems. So the white box contains gems. Love every single time. You know, pick a berry. Why not? Treat myself. Aquarium's a nice one. Nothing but doing. 7 locked doors. So what are we doing on this run? We want to be looking for candles and power. I think I'm done in it. Two candles, huh? Never even noticed them. The den has 2 candles, which will make this open, I bet. Alright, so here's the nut play that we're going to do. Dang it. Oh, that's the one we wanted anyways. So this is going to be cute, right? Because I'm going to go into the secret passage, and I'm going to say the Hall of Holly. And we mathematically have to have a foyer here, isn't that right? And because of that, we can now go back to the Great Hall, and all the doors will be open. Alright. Foyer o'clock. Should get a nook for more keys. Playing a little bit fast here. What if it's a major 5th? It does say if drafted quite late. I don't know. I'm intrigued. The passageway seems fantastic, huh? Yeah, I will do this. Closet is the big thing that I'm hungry for. Bedroom, easy bedroom. That is annoying. Just going YOLO. Could be a vault. Extremely awesome. Okay, yeah, deduct my money. I don't give a shit. Lockpick. Workshop could be helpful. I don't have anything good. Maybe there's just a shovel waiting for me in here, huh? Why a broken lever? And now I would love a battery. Battery would be good, be. Okay. Yeah, in music there's major Yeah, psychedelic cheeseburger, you just type. There's major 2nd, 3rd, 6th, 7th, and 9th, in addition to a major 5th. Or a minor 5th. I don't know. I don't know. I would really love... shovel? Any shovels? See any shovels? Food, I think, is fine. Let's do a weird mid. Still going to assume it's a major 7th. Still working under that assumption. And there's just some probability involved. So these doors are always unlocked, so we should do this one. Who is it? Oh, hello! Are we coming for more visits? Yes, come on up. Oh my god, I love my cat just visits me. 5 chord is major, but a 5th would be perfect or diminished. That's right, it's a perfect 5th. Sorry, like, I am actually not a super music nerd. Ow, careful. She's like, I have not crushed your left testicle as hard as I have crushed your right. Sheriff, no. Alright, I mean, that's positive. Shovel on the patio. Well, we've hit an impasse. Alright, that worked out very well. Why don't we get another room that spreads shit? Use one of my mini keys. I don't think we'll need any more of these. Just gonna dining room it, I guess. It's not a, do I not have a showroom? Oh, that was in the last one. There is such a thing as a minor 9th, right? Or excuse me, a major 9th. I know major 7th is a thing. I'll just redraw. Closet would be great. I'm just going to keep trying 7th and 9th on this for some time. There's room with many doors. Isn't that cool? Whoa. So we're actually making our way back to the conference room. Increasingly, I'm a huge, enormous fan of the conference room. For this reason. I actually made it a common room for that reason. realized I stopped looking for candles and power. Candles. Okay, are there candles in the music room? Okay, I've just burned a lot of steps and I don't care at all. So let's see. I guess I'm going to go to the vestibule and I'm going to go wished. Sure. Alright, it's wonderful being as wealthy as my character is. Let's pound those bananas. Absolutely shove the bananas into me. Day9 phrasing! I want to hork every banana that I see. Shall I keep going? Alright. Open up. Yo, I could really use a key card. Am I gonna have to go all the damn way around? God. Great. Alright. Key cards. Any key cards around here? Give me all your key cards. Alright, let's do it. Let's set up an experiment today. Well, drafting if you draw a drawing room floor plan. Ashuman. My God, another gifted 5 to us for today. My God, what a great way to end the day, Ashuman. I'm going to be looping all the way back around to the passageway. How you doing, Ashuman? How's your day been? God, I wish I could just get a ding. Glad I made it in time. But by the skin of your teeth. So now I should be ready to open this one right here. Key card one time? Key card one time? Damn. Busy day for you, last day of the year? Ooh! Do you have a magnifying glass today? Heck yeah. Now, I have good news and bad news. Alright, well, funnel always gets us there. Bad news is that I don't have a lot of time. And the good news is that I can actually see this. Now, this is today's date. Is it 11-1? Is it 1-1? Shit. Here we go again. I'm not going to spend too long here. I'm going to excruciatingly look through all of this. Because one thing that I am keenly aware of is that just to be able to see the safe, you have to have a magnifying glass. So maybe you need the magnifying glass to open this safe. Do you hear my little meowing princess? Hi, Sheriff. Sheriff. Hi. Hi. Oh, she's pissed, man. She's pissed, dude, because I didn't let her in. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, like, I am like super stuck, super screwed. I see that there was already a clear out, but this is fantastic. Let her in. Come here. Sheriff. Yeah. Purified says Sean remembers exactly what he decoded without question, chat. Oh, you mean if we count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. So we're looking for dates. I know, Sheriff. I mean, this is today's date, is the thing. I know, Sweet Pea. Oh my god, Sheriff. It's just so detailed. You're just purring? You're just happy to be nearby me, huh? These are incredibly elaborate images. Oh, God. Okay. Ow. Sheriff. Is that what you wanted? Are you happy now? God, she's so sweet. She's just the sweetest cat ever. Twilight Sparks says, what a dog. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Day 1. All right. 9, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So could it be 09, 28? 9 apples on the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 28 up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. All right, let's try it. 09, 28. Ah! I mean, I feel like it's the calendar. I really sincerely do. What was your first try? I don't know. I've tried this a billion times. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 4, 5. I really do not get this one. And you know what? I don't actually have the time to continue. Probably going to call it a day in a second here. Ah, nice. The pool. So now I can get a pump room. No, I can't. Pump room. There's no way I'm not doing this now. Not with my broken lever. Are you kidding me? You okay? Oh, hell yeah. All right. Hell yeah. All right. All right, we're going big. All right. This is the game right now. This is what we're doing. This is how we play the game. Alright. Alright, we're up so far, but I want to see something. What's the highest roll we can do? Wager 100. Alright, I'm gonna go to 100, and then I'm gonna pull it. Snake. Okay, if I can get to 100. Oh. Killing me, dealer. Cash out. Cash out, dude. I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, I think this run's over, as far as I'm concerned. I'm just trying to get to 100. What do we start with? Hell of a lot more than 64 psychedelic cheeseburgers. Alright. We don't really go anywhere. Alright. Is there winning? I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm a little bummed we didn't make it, but that's okay. Just gotta get a good roll, that's all. Sure, if we just gotta do it once, we just gotta do it one time. I'll get you a little net. Here you go, sweetheart. Oh my god, gambling is a good idea as long as you're playing a game where it doesn't charge you anything. Alright. We're skillfully going up. Jesus. You looking at me, sweetheart? Oh my god, she's just so cute and so happy. Woo! I'll try to go for 6. We're actually going up, which is hilarious. Oh my god! I can't wait to lose all this shit. Here we go. There it is. Alright, here it is. The gamble's paying off. That's the quote to the YouTube video. To any of you watching on YouTube who are wondering what gamble paid off. What? That's it? That's all that happened? That was so fast. That's just like a real-life casino. I swear to God, I'm going to title this The Gamble Pays Off. Can I take my broken lever back? No, that's it. Alright, well. One last thing to be done before I end the day. No. We go for the pump room. Extremely cool. This will be... I want a room that points north. Please, I insist. Is that where it is? It's crazy. Alright, well, does anyone keep batteries in their guest room, maybe? Ow! A key, huh? Alright. Well. Quite a full house. House full of halls, that's for sure. That was a good day, man. We've been having some good days. Oh, it was full! I only ever get a garden shopping center. That's it. Well, the gamble paid off at least. See you next week.